Hey guys, StarCuzzle here, coming at you with a 1v1 between DuckloadRa here in the bottom right, spawning as the red Protoss, which is actually white Ra. I guess his name was taken when they released the game, so he turned it into Duckload for some odd reason, but whatever. And we have Dimaga here on the top left, spawning as the yellow Zerg, and they are cross-positional here on Kulas Ravine. And this is a very interesting map for Zerg players, as I often mention when I cast this map, because if you are either Terran or Protoss, it is tough to hold on to this natural expansion. Because Zerg can flood in here, they can flood in from here. There's all these rocks here that they can break down and flood in. They can break down these rocks here. And also, if on TVP especially, say Zerg takes his natural here, they can really abuse these high cliffs as Terran. And maybe even Protoss if you can get some Colossi up here to just bounce up and down on the cliffs. And Duckload, or yes, Duckload, we'll just call him Duckload since that is his name now, sets down a most likely 9 pylon. It's pretty standard. Scouting out in the wrong direction, as is the Zerg player as well, Dimaga. Not sure why he's sending his second one in the same direction. I would assume he would send it across this way. And he is racking up the minerals. Looks like he's going to go expand, most likely at his natural here. Or maybe not. I'm assuming he's going to go for the high yield. And yes, he is. Interesting play here by Dimaga. And Duckload here is going to scout out Dimaga's base. Notice that there is no spawning pool, and he did pass by the natural expansion, and he had noticed that there was no expansion, so something's got to be going on. So obviously he's going to come over here and try to harass this drone so he cannot expand. And Dimaga is doing a great job playing mind games, acting like he's trying to expand here, even though he doesn't even have anywhere near enough minerals. And Duckload gonna put a pylon here. And just spamming up the probes here for Duckload. And Dimaga is doing a great job with these mind games. This is great play. Duckload, I would say he's doing a great job by placing the pylon and blocking the expansion, but there's no reason to, because the expansion is down here at the high yield, which is about 75% completed at this point in time. Let me bring up the production. And we got the hatchery there at the high yield. And he still has not spotted Duckload's base. And he is training 4 Zerglings and getting his queen out as well. And Gateway and a Cyber Core coming in. It seems like a late Cyber Core there. Looks like he was really macroing up on the probes there. And he's got a Zealot here to hold position so that we know Zergling run-bys can occur. And looks like he's probably going to go no clutter style. All his pylons in a row and the buildings right next to him. And Duckload looks like he's extremely confused. And he has not scouted this expansion here at the high yield. And Metabolic Boost also coming in for Dimaga here. So it looks like he's going to go Speedlings for quite a while. Nice placement here by Dimaga for that Overlord. And got the queen out also at the expansion at the high yield. And an Evo chamber as well coming in. That seems awful early for an Evo chamber as well. Sending out a scouting Zergling here. And this first Stalker here is going to break down the backdoor rocks here to eventually secure this expansion. And Warp Gate tech, of course, coming in. And a second Stalker is also in production. And, oh, that's right, Dimaga has not even scouted Duckload's base. So he's still got to do that. Although he does so far have map control, as most Zerg players do at this point. And he's breaking down these destructible rocks, so as I said earlier, you know, players can abuse this high cliff here. And if you break down these rocks early, then it pays off later. And ground carapace being researched already. That's interesting. And this high yield is pretty well saturated. Let's check the income for that. Wow. About a 300-400 mineral per minute difference in the income there. And more Speedlings in production as well. Got quite a lot here. And the Zergling doing a little bit of scouting. A lot of Stalkers here. That's interesting. Looks like this destructible rocks here are going to go down any second. Dimaga's still saturating his high yield. And a drone moving out, maybe. Yep, securing the natural expansion here. And looks like Zerglings are going to peck away here at this warp gate. They had found the sweet spot till these stalkers ruined the party. And Blink being researched. I like seeing nice Blink play. You don't see that enough in games anymore. And these rocks are not down quite yet. That's going to take a very long time for those. And this is something I don't think I've seen before. Spawning pool on a control group. That's interesting. And ground carapace level 1 is almost finished. Really going to help with these speedlings. And looks like he's going to move this queen down here to the natural expansion. It's about time these Zerglings took down those rocks. It took forever. And he's got this very well saturated now, and 12 more Zerglings in production. And these Stalkers going to blink around, try to kill off this Zergling, it looks like. And Dimaga's doing a great job with map control as well. It's got this much of the map spotted out. Including these Stalkers that will, I was going to say most likely take out that Zergling, and looks like they are. And there it goes. Didn't even stand a chance. Can also take down these destructible rocks too. And you can see quite a bit with this Overlord here. And these Stalkers look like they're going to try to make a push. Probe moving around. I'm not sure why he's going up that way. But he sees all those speedlings, and that is not a good fight for these Stalkers here. Speedlings do counter Stalkers pretty well. And one Stalker going down already. Another one very low. Second Stalker down. And another Stalker down. Taking out